Hello, fourth graders. It's Mr. Remedies coming to you on a Friday. We got to get down on Friday. You know what I'm saying, boys and girls? You know. We have made it through a long week. We are finishing up, boys and girls, today on our Trrap, a star reading passage with part 5. Oh, yeah. I know you can feel the energy. Let's move on to today's learning goal and success criteria, and let's see what we have in store for our fifth and final step. Boom. Learning goal today, we are learning to engage with a text using the fifth and final step in the trap strategy. Today, there are only 2 success criteria. Again, like they have been all week, I can describe what trap stands for, and I can mark text evidence in order to justify my answer choices. This is a really good skill to have, guys. We're going to get into it in just a quick moment. A lot of people really need us to be able to justify our answers in many different walks of life. And this is hopefully the first step into you guys learning how to do that. So, boom, let's go over what our TRAP stands for. Title and author, purpose. Way back on Monday, we talked about using the text features, identifying the title, skimming through the passage, seeing what we have going on here to identify author's purpose, which helps us better understand the text. Then we're going to read the questions, highlight any key words that may direct us towards a specific answer, and eliminate some answer choices. But before we get to those answer choices, we got to read the passage. We're going to go through, we're going to read the passage. Along the way, we're going to annotate, which means to make notes. We're going to keep those notes short and sweet. We're going to keep them not in complete sentences. You can use short phrases. And we're going to always put them close to the paragraph that they are about. Then we're going to answer our questions. We're going to go back. We're going to look at those notes. We worked so hard to make them. We're going to use them. We're going to answer questions. Today, though, we're going to talk about proving our answers. So let's get right into it. We're talking about the P, prove your answers. In this step, you're going to mind your P's and Q's, boys and girls. You're going to put a paragraph number next to each question. So you can head back to that paragraph, double check that that's the answer you want to give. And we're going to highlight where we found each answer in the text and put the question number next to it in the text. Okay? So let's dive right in. Let's give it a try. All right. First question is one that we talked about yesterday. Which sentence from the article supports the idea that early frozen desserts require great effort to make? We looked at our notes. We determined that the answer was going to be A. The Roman Emperor Nero sent his fastest runners into the mountains to gather snow. Okay. I'm going to head back. Mr. Remedies, I like to do my Q's then my P's because I want to make a note when I find the answer. So the Roman Emperor Nero sent his fastest runners into the mountains to gather snow. I'm going to head back to my text. Okay, I'm going to find that sentence, which is in paragraph 2. I'm going to highlight it. Okay, and then I'm just going to write down, boom, question number 1 right next to it. Okay, so I know that people looking at my test can say, you know what? This Remedies fella, he's on the ball. He knows exactly how to prove his answers. Okay. Then I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to, as you can see, Miss Remedies already did, I'm going to write paragraph 1. I'm just going to write a little P1 here that lets me know that that answer is in paragraph 1. And if I am double checking my work at the end of my test, which is a good work habit to get into, I want to go back to paragraph 1 quickly, and I want to check out my answer and just double check, make sure I have that marked on my Scantron properly. All right, let's move on to a second example so we can see some extra practice. Second question from yesterday was, which of these best supports the title of the article? We chose, again, A, the table next to paragraph 4. So I'm going to head back to my notes, okay? You can see that I still have my previous answer highlighted. I've made a note over here. Now, we determined that This table here is what helps us answer the question. This is our answer choice. So, pow, I'm just going to label that as question 2. Marking all over my paper, making it look like one of those backyard football playbooks, just notes everywhere, circles, highlighters, just making it look like a work of art, all in an effort to make sure that I'm successful. I'm choosing the right answers. I'm making my teachers proud. I'm doing the best I can. So I'm going to put question 2 here, and then I'm going to go back, boom, and I'm going to put paragraph 4 because that's where I found it. It's a text feature, but since the answer choice references paragraph 4, I'm going to put paragraph 4 here. All right, so one thing you may notice is that our page, our text is starting to look like we have just drawn all over it. And that is quite all right, okay? Once that test administrator gives you that test, go nuts on it, guys. If you're following the Trrap strategy, taking notes, highlighting what you need to highlight, circling the text feature, circling captions, circling title, writing author's purpose at the top, it should look like it has been through some things. So that is quite all right, guys. Let us turn to a review. Okay? The fifth and final step in Trrap is prove your answers. During this step, you should highlight where you have found the answer in the text and put the question number. Then put a paragraph number next to each question. Okay? And again, just like we said, if your paper looks like kind of like a mad scientist chalkboard, if it's got notes and arrows and lines and circles and squares and it has just been put through the ringer, boys and girls, you're on the right track. As long as it's not a whole bunch of like doodling and stuff like that. So we do want you to use this trap strategy when we attack star passages. Heck, even if you attack any other piece of text where you're going to be asked some questions about it, Trrap is a good acronym, a great strategy to use. Lets us know that you're working hard, lets us know that you're paying attention to the details, and really kind of is a good indicator that you're going to be headed in the right direction. You're going to have a very good chance of getting the questions correct. So this has been our Trrap strategy, our first week in our spiral review. You guys have absolutely crushed it. As always, you've been amazing. I've been Mr. Remedies, and you will see me on Monday. Adios, guys.